Yo, what's good, man? MBS Central, MBS Universe, man. I'm your boy Keo. I got my co-host with me. What's going on?
What's the deal, man? We back, man. You know, we cover more than just battle rap, man. We got to get into this new banger, man. The summer blockbuster, man. It made over $100 million.
Um,
Bad Boys, Ride or Die. It's the fourth installment of the franchise, man.
so
Let's
we're gonna,
uh let's get into it, man.
yeah. So let's get into it, man. So we trying to give you more content than just battle rap. We definitely more than just a battle rap platform on here with movie reviews, gaming, um, you know, um, sports, all of that, man. But let's get straight to it. Bad Boys 4, man. We supposed to do this recap a while ago, but we here, man. We got it. Bad Boys 4, man. So I'm hearing a really great reviews on it from Bad Boys
Right.
4. They think this is one of the best movies. One of the best movies of the summer, man. With that being said, man, from a 1 to 10 scale, man, how will you rate this movie?
Well, prior to me seeing it, I got a lot of great feedback as far as like people that went and saw it and they was like, yo, this is probably my favorite one of the entire franchise, blah, blah, blah. This is the best one. And I watched for myself. And while I do agree that is a good film, I don't think it's the best one of the franchise. And I'm gonna go at I'm a 7.5 out of 10 for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm giving it a 7 also, man. It's not I think obviously, I always got to be the bad guy in every predicament when it comes to this show, but it's okay. I'll embrace the villain. This movie was not all that great, man. This movie was not a
Oh,
10. This movie is not the best movie of the summer. This is not the
yikes.
best Bad Boys movie of all time. It was not. I'm not
No, it
trying to
wasn't.
drag it. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to drag it, but I gotta be honest with you though, man. It was better than the Bad Boys 3. They stepped it up
Yeah.
from there. But
Yeah,
that's
they
all
did.
I could give you from that. There was just I feel like this movie was rushed. There was just a lot of things missing. I felt like with Bad Boys 4, like when they announced that it was coming out, it was like a surprise though. It was like, hey, we're coming out with a movie. I just didn't the rollout for it. I just felt like it wasn't it though, man. Because when you look at Bad Boys, they have a great rollout. When you look at these story franchise movies, when it comes to like the Fast and the Furious, when you talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
when you have the Marvel movies, the Spider-Man movies, the Joker movies, those type of movies, man, that you would have a crazy rollout for it. Like this one, it didn't have
It didn't have a great
it
rollout.
didn't yeah, it didn't have a
Yeah.
rollout. I was caught off guard by it though. I was like, wait, what? The next thing you know, it came out sooner than I thought. I just thought the promo behind it wasn't it. And I thought if they promoted a little bit better, I would be more excited for it. Because when the movie came out, I wasn't jumping up and down. I was like, okay, cool, this movie's coming out for the summer. But I wasn't jumping up and down. It was just missing a lot of things in this movie that they didn't have.
Okay. Well, so when you say missing, what was missing? Was it like
The
was it
storylines, it wasn't all that great, man. It was very
nah? You know
it was
what? I agree.
simple. It was
I
very
agree.
simple.
Okay, so Captain Howard is deceased from third film. So now the cartel wants to plant all this dirt on Captain Howard. So it's up to Will Smith and Martin Lawrence to clear Captain Howard's name and also their own names because then they were on the run and implicated. This film also gave, I will say, it gave Will Smith's son from the third film more of a role, and it also gave Reggie, who we watched grow up from what was that, Bad Boys 1.
Yeah.
He grow up, he's in the Marines, but then they kind of turned like some of this stuff seemed a little too outlandish. I mean, and I know that Bad Boys has the franchise has already been known for it, like it's super over the top action sequences. There were some dope sequences as far as like Will Smith's son
Yeah.
in the prison defending himself, and they was trying to get rid of him because they needed to get rid of him. But that was dope. But Reggie
Yeah.
taking down 15 guys that were trying to break into the house, and that was like, come on, man. Okay, yeah, I get it. He's a trained Marine, but y'all made him like they made him Arnold Schwarzenegger all of a sudden. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
Bad Boys 2, they made him like a nerd, like he was a nobody, man.
Yeah. So they wanted to give him more of a personality to this movie, but they overdid it. Like he's freaking he's John Wick all of a sudden. Like, you know what I'm saying? So of
You
course
know, you
go
know what?
ahead.
Another thing that why Michael Bay didn't direct this movie.
Right,
It
right,
was
right.
some guys from Belgium that directed it, and also in the beginning was kind of boring, man. Like it started out kind of boring. The only reason why I was somewhat entertained by it, it was funny though. It was funny.
It's a funny movie. You
Yeah, it
got
was funny.
two legends. You got Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. You're gonna get the funny. You're gonna get that part. But it's like you said, the plot, the subplots. It was just kind of like you said. It felt rushed. It felt lame. Kind of predictable. But at the same, like I said, I think they started going into the Fast and Furious lane where these over the top action sequences that are just like totally unbelievable. And you got an aging Martin Lawrence who obviously is older, he's heavier, and yet and still he's running and ducking and dodging bullets. He's he's shooting bad guys like he's John Wick. Super unrealistic. Um I don't know, man. You know, I will say though, this definitely was better than Bad Boys 3, but it's not better than the first two films. So if we had to put this one in in order, you rank these four films in order, where does this one fall for you?
All right, so coming at number one, it's coming in at number four. It's Bad Boys 3. I thought that was the worst movie. I that just didn't make no sense.
Agreed.
I didn't even know his son came out of nowhere. I felt like if they had a storyline connected to two to three, it would have made more sense. So I had them at number four. Number three, I'm actually gonna give it to this movie, Bad Boys 4. I thought they stepped it up from the previous one, but I had it at three. Number two, Bad Boys 1. I got Bad Boys 1 as that number two. I thought, when you have the very first movie, it always sets the tone for it. And Bad Boys 2 was my number one Bad Boys movie of all time. It just had the stars in it. It just had a lot of action in it. It had the comedy. It had the great storylines, the infamous storylines with with Reggie. People use that. That's an iconic line. That's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
iconic scene.
Nigga, you look 40. Nigga, he said, you look 40. He said, how old is you, man?
People use that. People use that bar. People use that as a bar in a
Yeah,
battle. That's
yeah,
how
yeah,
iconic
absolutely.
it
Yeah,
is.
that's iconic. And this
Yeah,
this film, this Ride or Die film didn't have any, I don't think it had any like iconic lines that are gonna last, 10 years from now. I don't think we'll be quoting anything from this, even 2 or 3 years from now. I kind of got this pretty much the same order, except I think maybe I had Bad Boys 1 as the best one. Then I got Bad Boys 2 as second best one. Only reason because I think they dragged it out too long. Like as far as the third act, I think the third act was a little bit too long. But outside of that, Bad Boys 2 was an exceptional film. I don't have it beating the first one. But I got 1, 2. Then I have this one, Bad Boys Ride or Die. at the third spot, and then Bad Boys 3 is the worst of the franchise. I also wonder, are when do we stop? Are we getting to the point where we're gonna Fast and Furious this thing out, and it's gonna be, how many more Bad Boys films do we need? Should they end this at, like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a part 5. I already saw them saying that they were in talks for a part 5. But and here's a two-part question: should they end it at the next one? Should, like, the franchise end? And secondly, do we see a spinoff now that they kind of gave Reggie a role, and they left it open ended with Will Smith's son still on the run, and he escaped at the end. So obviously he's gonna be returning. What part of the story will he play? I don't know. Will he get his own spinoff film? Is he even popular enough to get his own spinoff film? You got to remember, we're calling Bad Boys 3 the worst of the bunch, and that was the one that introduced Will Smith's, like you said, son that just came out of nowhere. Does this guy get his own spinoff film, or do we see Reggie and Will Smith's son team up and they become the new Bad Boys in a whole nother franchise? What's going on here? What's the future of this?
I would like to see that with Reggie and Will Smith's son. I just feel like they haven't done anything impactful enough to be like, yes, and I don't see people
Right.
saying, I don't see people saying, oh, my fan favorites, I'm fan favorites of those two. Oh my god, I feel like that. I feel like they're gonna do one more movie and they're gonna end it like that, because when you think of Bad Boys, man, you just cannot have a Bad Boys movie without those two. Those two are the Bad Boys, man.
Right, right, right,
Like
right.
you gotta end it like that. And
Do you end it on a happy ending? Because obviously in this film, Martin's health isn't as top notch like it was in the first film. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's in real life aging. He's not as
yeah,
physically.
they ain't getting any younger though, man. So
That's what I'm saying. So, do you end it on a good note where, like, they both kind of retire and live their lives with their wives and stuff, and now the next chapter of Bad Boys begins with Reggie and Will Smith's son? Or do we end it on a bad note where one of them gets shot and dies in the end?
I end it on a high note. They walk off to the sunset, man. That's the way it should be. Yeah, I think that's the way it should be. I just think it would be sad if one of those guys dies, man.
Yeah, yeah. If Will Smith or Martin were to, yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, man. We just wanted to give you guys a quick recap of this movie. This is actually our first movie recap that we've ever done. We got plenty more for you guys. There's a lot of movies coming out, so we're definitely gonna be giving you
Yo, I
guys.
can't. Okay, right now, is this the best? Obviously, this is the highest grossing film, I believe, of the summer. If not, is Inside Out 2.
It's high. It's the highest right now, but it is the highest. But it ain't gonna last that long.
I cannot wait to see Quiet Place Day 1 coming out. I think in the next 2 weeks. Quiet Place Day 1. Definitely gonna watch that, and we're gonna do a film recap on that, or review. I'm expecting a lot of great things out of that one. I'm also we both are looking forward to August when we get Alien Romulus, and I'm gonna be in the theater. There will be no battle rap for me that weekend. I don't care what's going on. I might be battling that weekend, but I'm still going to go see Alien Romulus. I'm going to go see Alien Romulus no matter what.
I'm definitely going to be watching it too. But a lot of movies coming out, and we got more reviews for you guys coming up. But we just wanted to jump on here, man. We definitely owe you guys a recap for this movie. This video will be out as soon as possible. But we ain't gonna stay here that long, man. But Danny, go ahead, give your shout outs really quick.
Yo, man. Danny the Bar God. Follow me on Twitter, Metaphor Messiah. Follow me on Instagram, Danny the Bar God. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel at Danny the Bar God. Also subscribe to MBS Central and follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So we're gonna keep bringing y'all content, infinite content.
Yes, sir, man. Besides that, man, shout out to Danny. Shout out to everybody that supports the platform. Follow Danny's channel also. He got some new content dropping on his channel also. And follow the MBS channel also, man. But with that being said, man, this is MBS Universe. I'm Keo. That's the Bar God. Until then, we'll see you guys next time. We out.